Good morning to all. Myself Gagan Yadav. I'm pursuing BSc Geography Honours from Aligarh Muslim University, and today I'm going to explain few things about astronomy and map projection. Firstly, astronomy. If we look upon the evolution or the beginning of astronomy, we have to go back at the time of the early civilization when once human being began to change their way of living by starting being civilized, making societies, communities, and getting things of their necessity with ease. They began to observe different phenomena of nature. Early civilization saw a night sky that was virtually the same as the one we see today, or at least the one we can see from a rural location, far away from all smoke and light pollution found in a large city. They noticed that objects have shifted their position slightly, but apart from that, they saw thousands of stars that seems to be fixed or slowly rotating around us. They kept a track of their position by inventing constellation or shapes that can be traced. They also saw other objects, most notably the sun and the moon, as well as the five planets. As astronomy is derived from a Greek language where it literally means study of stars or heavenly body. Previously, astronomy revolved more around religious, mythological, cosmological, astrological belief and practices, unlike the modern astronomy, which is more concerned about the study of the celestial object and the phenomena and the evolution of origin of universe. Now, the map projection. In cartography, a map projection is a way to flatten a globe surface into a plane. In order to make a map, this requires a systematic transformation of the latitudes and longitudes of location from surface of the globe into the location of the plane. All projection of sphere on a plane necessarily distort the surface in some way or to some extent. Depending on the purpose of the map, some distortion are acceptable and others are not. Therefore, different map projection exist in order to preserve some properties of the sphere like body at the expense of other properties. The study of map projection is the characterization of the distortion. There is no limit to the number of the possible map projection. Projections are a subject of several pure mathematical fields including differential geometry, projective geometry, and manifold. However, map projection refers to a cartographic projection, especially to a cartographic projection. Now, I'm going to put some light on terminologies that are related to astronomy. For example, latitude, longitude, altitude, declination, azimuth, celestial horizon, great circle, small circle, zenith and nadir, hour angle, and right equation. But before we begin, we have to understand another terminology related to astronomy, that is celestial sphere. In astronomy, the celestial sphere is an abstract sphere that has an arbitrarily large radius and is concentric to Earth. All objects in the sky can be conceived as being projected upon the inner surface of the celestial sphere, which may be centered on Earth or the observer. Other terminologies. First of all, latitude and longitude. These are the imaginary lines which we assume to be present on the Earth's surface, and it tells us about the coordinate of any location present on Earth. Or in astronomy, we can also explain or define latitude as the angular distance of a place north or south of the Earth equator or of the equator of the celestial object, and longitude as the angular distance of a place east or west of the Greenwich meridian or west of the standard meridian of a celestial object. Altitude. The altitude refers to the height of an object above the horizon, measured as an angle. If an object is on the horizon, it has an altitude of a 0 degree, and if it is directly overhead, then it has an altitude of 90 degree, and so on. Next, declination and right equation. Declination in astronomy, the angular distance of a body north or south of the celestial equator. Declination and right equation and east-west coordinate together define the position of an object in the sky. North declination is considered positive and south declination as negative. Next, the azimuth. The azimuth, the direction of a celestial object from the observer, expressed as the angular distance from the north or south point of the horizon to the point in which the vertical circle passing through the object intersect the horizon, starting from north and taking north as 0 degree and moving toward east as 90 and so on. Celestial horizon. A great circle on the celestial sphere having a plane that passes through the center of the earth and is parallel to an observer's horizon is called known as celestial horizon. And small circle. The great circle is a plane that passes through the center of the earth. The shortest distance between any 2 points on the earth's surface is attained along the arc of a great circle. Small circles are lines that do not pass through the center of the earth. All parallels other than the equator and small circles are small circles. Zenith is the imaginary point that is directly above a particular location on a celestial sphere. The opposite of zenith, that is the direction of the gravitational pull, is called the nadir at the 180 degree. Zenith in astronomy terms is the point in the sky directly overhead and nadir directly underfoot. R angle. The angular distance along the celestial equator from the observer's meridian to the R circle of a given celestial body distance, the property created by the space between two objects or point, is known as R angle. Thank you for listening. Thank you.